hello. Hello, everyone. Just gonna get the chat up here on my laptop. So this is it, chat number 3 already. It's just one of those things. Why not? I mean, a lot of us are off at the minute. I'm off. So I thought, why not? We'll carry on doing this live thing. Oh, first one. Hello, Alex. And then amazing Alex. Hello. Hello, Charlie. Hello, the movie geek. I'm doing well, Charlie. Thank you. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Tuesday. The pack is back, says the Irish nerd. Hey, James, what's going on? Says Ross. Not too much. Oh. Watched your video the other day and purchased the Spider-Man Legacy box set. Great suggestion, mate. Thank you. There's one of those boxes that I actually just never knew existed. And then I found it in CEX and I bought it, and I was so shocked in the quality of it that I felt like I just had to come on YouTube and talk about it. So it was a good one, I thought. Thank you, Anthony. I'm doing very well today. I hope you're all doing well as well. Are you gonna do a film ranking board? No. I'm gonna do. I have a Letterboxd account, which is where I'm just doing all my movie ranking and stuff. I mean, I'm still gonna do ranking videos, but I'm not gonna do a movie ranking board like I had on my music channel, where I had an album ranking board. So I won't be doing that here. Just finished listening to McCartney, 50 years on, an amazing album. Yeah, 50 years ago today, Paul McCartney's first album came out. And, a lot of you know that I'm a huge Paul McCartney fan, so it's crazy. I listened to a couple tracks off it today. I didn't listen to the whole thing. Did you like Blade Runner 2049? I did. I did. What are you slipping on, you bugger? I don't know what I'm slipping on. Oh, crap, I pressed the wrong button there. Sorry, I meant to click approve. It's my bad. Sorry there, Lee Tenia. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I liked Blade Runner 2049. I just done a poll on my Instagram account. Which movie do you prefer, the original Blade Runner or the new one? And the original one. Sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up here. I just got distracted because I accidentally hit the wrong button on someone's comment. I had a poll up, what do you prefer, the original Blade Runner or the new one, 2049, and the original one, actually. But I think I don't know which one I prefer. They're really equal to me. The man with no name. Hello there, General Kenobi. Hi, James. How are you, pal? I'm good, thank you. How are you, Poppy and Luke? I hope you're both doing well. I take it that's 2 people. Have you seen any of the Conjuring movies? No, have not seen any of the Conjuring movies. Oh, what am I sipping on? Sorry, I misread that. I'm sipping on the same drink I had in the first video. I've got a bottle of hooch in a gin glass. It's funny. I've had a few glasses of gin this week, but I just always like drinking out of gin glasses for some reason, so I just put anything in it now. Where did we get to? I've been watching Simpsons. Ned Flanders is a big Beatles fan. Who would have thought 3 members of the Beatles were guests? Yeah, it's funny. I used to watch Simpsons when I was younger. I don't really watch it anymore. It's not really my thing anymore, but I remember watching it as a kid, and I remember the episodes where they featured Beatles stuff in it, and it always used to annoy me because I used to take the piss out of them. Have you read Harry Potter books or Lord of the Rings books? No, I haven't. It's funny, I was watching Harry Potter last night. I was watching the Deathly Hallows Part 1. My least favourite Harry Potter movie. I was watching it because I had full intentions to plough through and watch the second part as well, do it back to back. But I've had some other things come up which I need to watch in time for an upcoming video and for my podcast, so I think I'm not going to be able to watch it. What's your thoughts on Jodie Whittaker's Doctor and who in general at the moment? Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is a mess. I don't blame her. I completely blame the writing and the directors, who in general at the minute is probably the worst state it's ever been in. The last episode was absolutely terrible, and I'm really not happy with Doctor Who at the minute. We've had a falling out. Um, can you see yourself getting a little emotional at the end of the Clone Wars final, considering how long you've watched it? I don't know, because it's been I don't look. I love Clone Wars and I've been watching it since day one, so I get where you're coming from. But for about 3-4 years now, it's been dead anyway. Longer than that, like 5 years, it's been off the air. It's been we just got told after Series 5 that Series 6 weren't going to air because it got cancelled. So you were just going to get some lost missions. The show was done. So it was a very abrupt ending. So it's only really been back for a year. So I don't think so, to be honest. Just because in my mind, it's been gone for a long time already, unfortunately. But it's come back. We got one more season. I've been able to air it, which is fantastic. How long is tonight's live stream on for? Probably go on till 9 to half 9, something like that. About the same time as the last one. Who is your favourite actress of all time? Oh my god, I don't know. I couldn't give you a definitive actress who is my very favourite. Actresses I really like, though. What ones would I say are my favourites? Emily Blunt is up there. I think she's absolutely fantastic. I really like Cate Blanchett, funny enough. A few things I've seen her in lately have been absolutely incredible. Oh dear, I don't really know who I'd say my very favourites. I'm kind of drawing a blank here. I'm looking around for a bit of inspiration. But there's some great ones out there. I couldn't give you a specific one though. How did your run go with Infinity War and Endgame? Still haven't done it because I was going to do it last Thursday and I had to go into work. And I still have yet to find time. Have you seen the Studio Ghibli movies? All except one are on Netflix in the moment. I haven't. I know I really need to. It's just one of those things where, because of this channel and because of my podcast, it's almost like I have homework with movies now. I have certain things to watch, so it's just finding the time. I've got like a whole TV series I need to watch by the time I've done the podcast. There's a movie I need to watch because I got an up and coming video which I'm really excited to talk about at some point. Really big video which I know you guys are going to be super excited about, but I need to keep it on the quiet yet for a minute because of whoever else is involved in it, which is kind of exciting. So I need to watch a movie in time for that as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to watch. Have you read Mark Lewison's Beatles tune-in book? I haven't even heard of it. Have you seen the US version of House of Cards? No, have not. I know how much you hate The Rise of Skywalker, but is there anything you like or love about it? I liked the Han Solo scene. The score is good. It's not great. It's good. It's, John Williams with the sequels, you can tell he's borrowing a lot of stuff. At least with the prequels, there was a lot of new stuff. The sound mixing is fantastic. The effects, for the most part, are pretty good. And it's honestly, the acting is good as well. The actors all do a good job. Even though, now that the film's come out and it's already faced the backlash, you know that a lot of the actors weren't happy with the film. So they were acting in a film they didn't like either. So that kind of shows how good some of the actors were there. There are things about The Rise of Skywalker I like. It's just, unfortunately, the two main things for me, the story and the directing, were terrible. And if they don't work, your film isn't working. Are you getting the new Star Wars Blu-ray 4K box set from Amazon when it's released on the 20th of April? No, I'm not. I'm not. I was tempted, but I'm not gonna get it. No. Eri says, "Hey, hello, Eri. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I just watched Miss Julia with Jessica Chastain, and it was so depressing." Jessica Chastain is a very weird actress. Sometimes she's amazing, like Interstellar, incredible, and then sometimes she's absolutely terrible. X-Men Dark Phoenix. Haven't heard that film though. Favorite Indiana Jones film? It's got to be the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I was watching Temple of Doom this week, funny enough. It was on telly. In lockdown, what is the TV series you would choose to binge now? Mine personally would be Only Fools and Horses. I got the box here right there. Thing is, I try not to binge shows I've already seen. I really try not to. But Only Fools is one of those things that I put on when I don't know what else to watch. Same with like The Office, because I've just binged it. They're my two favourite comedy shows. They're very easy to watch. I always try to binge something I haven't seen. So I've binged Tiger King because that's hot at the minute. I watched that this week. I'm doing Westworld season 3 at the minute. In time for my podcast on Sunday. What else have I watched? There's been another TV show I watched, but I can't remember what it is. And I've been watching Clone Wars as it airs, and I've been watching The Walking Dead, which is now over as that airs. So, do you think we will get to see Ahsoka's reaction to Anakin's turn and Order 66? Well, she doesn't. I don't think she really knew about Anakin when he turned to the dark side, or she didn't know, when it happened. I don't think she was aware that he was the one who led Order 66. So I don't think we'll see that, but I think we will see her during the Jedi Purge and her reaction to what's going on in the galaxy, even though she's going to be stuck on Mandalore, I think. What's your opinion on the Jordan Peele's movies, Us and Get Out? I really love them both. I thought they were both fantastic movies, and I can't wait to see what he does next. No, I'm one person, mate. My name is Luke, and I'm part of a big Paulie chatting group. Oh, right, okay. Oh, I know. I know who you are, Luke. You're the one who likes a lot of my comments on there. I think you like a lot of people's comments on there, but I think I know who you are. But it's very nice for you to be here, mate. It's very nice for you to be here. Endgame is a year old in 11 days. Yeah, it's crazy. I still remember being so hyped out by mine to see that film. I'm going to be doing that run again for Infinity War and Endgame and Far From Home. It's pretty cool tacking on another one on the end. I don't know if I could do 3. I did do the midnight screening for Civil War and then the 3 Captain America films all back to back, and I can't lie, 3 films is a bit much. Hey James, not really a question, but I just wanted to say how much of a nice guy you are. Look at that. Thank you. That honestly, it does mean a lot. Thank you, my friend. Your channel is amazing, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Keep up the work, mate. Thank you so much, my friend. It is honestly really appreciated. It goes a long way. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you so much. What movie did you like best? Dumbo, Aladdin, or Lion King? Aladdin. Easy. These are the remakes, by the way, people. If the originals, it's Lion King, in case people are wondering. With the remakes, it's Aladdin. I'd like to see Star Wars content about Terry Viz, the Mandalorian, to join the Jedi and creator of the Darksaber. You've stumped me there, Irish nerd. I know Vizsla. I know Pre-Vizsla. I know the name Vizsla in Star Wars. I don't know who this Terry is. Terra Vizsla. He's obviously got to be related to Pre-Vizsla, I'm guessing. Well, Pre-Vizsla says that his ancestors created the Darksaber, so I'm guessing it's one of his old ancient ancestors. Can you get the Classic Who box sets in HMV? You can when they're out, but they go out of print super quick. So, they're all going to be gone by the time coronavirus is over. Favorite David Cronenberg movie? I don't know. I don't even know off the top of my head. What's better, The Rise of Skywalker or Family Guy Star Wars? Family Guy Star Wars. I don't get angry watching that. Do you have any 60s or 50s movies in your collection? Yes. I have 50s. I have some the original Disney movies that come out in the 50s. 60s, I have a couple. I have like The Italian Job. I have Mary Poppins. Just kind of like the ones you'd expect, to be honest. Have you seen any of these movies? Shutter Island, yes, it's amazing. But I don't know what that one is. Emmy 2013, don't know that. And Triangle, don't know that. I've seen Shutter Island though, and I absolutely love that one. I totally agree with you, mate, about The Rise of Skywalker. Thank you. It's, you know, I come on here to share my opinions. I never mean to ruin the film for someone. I would hate to do that, but I have to be honest on here. It's a difficult thing. I never want to ruin movies for people. I never want to. But if I'm not honest, I'll always be upset at myself when not that I watch my videos back, but knowing that on the internet I'm there if I'm lying and saying, oh yeah, I thought the movie was okay. If I'm letting my Star Wars biasness get the better of me, I'll just be upset at myself. So I always try to be honest. Carol Baskin did it. She did do it. God damn, she did it. Are you excited for Candyman reboot? Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a go. I have seen Friday Night Dinner, and I'm sorry to disappoint you, John. I did not like it. I'm not a fan of Friday Night Dinner. I'm one of these people who's in that group who's like, I don't get it. And I did like The Inbetweeners, so it's weird. But then again, I've never liked any of the other shows that those creators done. I always thought they were just trying to recreate it. Did you see the Sonic the Hedgehog movie in 2020? I did, and I had a good time with it. You know, it was a kid's film. Favorite year in film. Oh, see, last year was fantastic because I saw so many, but I feel like 2014, 2016 were amazing. 2016 had so many good films. Which you could see. I don't know if I've actually done a ranking of my 2016 movies on my Letterboxd. Maybe that's something I could do. I've recently finished watching the entire MCU on Disney Plus. Really enjoyed the films, apart from Thor: The Dark World. What would you suggest watching straight after the MCU? Well, if you haven't seen the DC films, even though they're not as good, they get better near the end. And you can tell that the DC EU has finally maybe caught up to the level of Marvel in terms of good filmmaking. Maybe go through the DCU films, but you got a bit of a bumpy start. I don't really know what else to suggest, because in terms of the MCU, there's only... The only series of films which rivals it is Star Wars for me, and I'm guessing you've probably seen that. In terms of fun, huge, serious blockbuster of films. Favourite plot twist of all time? It would be Shutter Island. Please watch my channel. I hit 20 subscribers today. Congratulations, my friend. I'll put your comment up there to show. For some reason, it doesn't let you show comments like that. Have you seen Big Paulie's reaction to Insidious in his Poundland one of his funniest videos? I haven't. I've seen a lot of Big Paulie's videos though. I do always try to watch him. He's a nice guy. He actually helped me set up my Patreon, or he gave me some suggestions about it. I set up a Patreon account yesterday. For those of you who are interested in that, I've already put an extra video up on there. I ranked the Jon Favreau movie, so if you're interested in seeing that, head over to my Patreon. Where did I get to? It's weird for me that I finished watching David Tennant's run of Doctor Who the other day, and now I'm on Matt Smith, which is my first ever Doctor. You're in my favourite era of Doctor Who there, David Tennant, and, you know, Matt Smith started off really well as well. So that was a great era for Doctor Who. I took your advice on buying the Game of Thrones digibooks on eBay. Now only one away. Fantastic. I would stop buying them at Series 7. But they're great, I must admit. They're great little boxes. It's a shame about the Series 6 one, though. They messed it up a bit inside, I thought. A bit cheap. My top 3 films ever are Tropic Thunder. That's a really fun film. Rat Race. What's Rat Race? Do I know that? Do I know that? And Grounded. I haven't seen any. Would you like Friday Night Dinner movie? Well, as I don't like the show, I'm gonna say no. Are you going to get the director's cut of Doctor Sleep? I might when it gets cheap, but it's not something that I'm gonna rush out and buy. I've already seen it and I like the movie, but it will get cheap eventually. Like your new intro to your videos, mate. Thank you. It's I'm not great at the editing. On my old channel, I had a really fancy intro, but a good friend of someone who I was good friends with, I just don't really speak to this person anymore. It's not like we've fallen out or anything. um, but he made me a really cool intro and a really cool display picture for my old channel by Music One. So I've had to kind of do all the stuff here myself, unless anyone here is good with all artwork and stuff like that. Are you getting the Sonic the Hedgehog movie on DVD and Blu-ray? I'll get it when it gets cheap. It's like Detective Pikachu. I like that film. I'll get it eventually. But I am currently just waiting for it to get cheaper. It's on Sky Movies. I watched it this week, funny enough. I watched the back half. Yeah, I joined halfway through the film. I was like, I'll keep this on while having dinner. Also started watching Classic Who on BritBox. Would you ever consider doing a Classic Who ranking video? Top 10. I won't do like top 10 stories because I've only seen the box sets that they've released, so I've only seen 6 seasons of it. I might rank the Doctors one day. I have done a ranking before the Doctors. I actually put it in the Big Paulie Facebook group. I might rank them on the channel one day. Maybe once I've got all the boxes, I can rank the seasons of Classic Who. I have been thinking about ranking the seasons of Modern Who. 3 French films I like. Oh my god, are these going to have French names? Oh no. Madeline, Welcome to the Sticks, and Monster in Paris. Haven't seen any of them, as you could probably tell. And thoughts on Space Jam 2. I'm looking for, it's one of those things. It's just it's a film I never imagined would get a sequel, and it's getting one. So it's just, I'll wait and see. From an old to a young a great channel, mate. Thank you, thank you, Mayor Wash. That's Walsh. Sorry, it means a lot. Thank you, my friend. Carol Baskin's thought Rise of Skywalker was bad. Oh, did she? Well, hey, Carol Baskin just got a little bit of redemption in my book. Do you like Winx Club? I don't know what that is. Have you watched Midsummer? Yep. I hated it. Nope. No, I've only seen Midsummer out of them. And yeah, I can't lie, I hated it. Opinions on Rebels. I loved it. I thought it was a great TV show. Really great. I've got it all on Blu-ray up here. The Aviator is a good movie. You must own it on Blu-ray. Leonardo DiCaprio plays Howard Hughes. Yes, I've seen The Aviator before. I liked it. I don't own it on Blu-ray. I don't. It's one of those things where if I find it in CX for a couple quid, I'll pick it up. It's something that I haven't found out and about. I wouldn't really go out my way to get it because I don't have much intention of watching it again. But it was a good film. I did see The Invisible Man 2020. I thought it was a good movie. Enjoyed it. Friday Night Dinner is okay, but The In-Between is levels above. Yeah, well, it is for me. I mean, I just flat out don't like Friday Night Dinner, unfortunately. So The In-Betweeners is light years above for me. Started watching Jeff Goldblum show on Disney Plus. Have you given it a go? I've seen it and finished it. It was great. I really enjoyed it. My favourite episodes were swimming pools and the gaming one. I thought those 2 episodes were great. Thoughts on JFK film, Kevin Costner? I haven't seen it. Or is this a film that's getting made? Marvel TV shows, don't forget. What do you mean, don't forget? What have I forgotten about them? Not seen Star Wars. I'd probably watch Star Wars then. Don't know where to start with them. Well, if you've got Disney Plus, the great thing is when you go on the Star Wars page at the top, it's got them in chronological order, so in order that they happen. So it goes episode 1, 2, and 3, which obviously happened first. Then it goes Solo, Rogue One. And then you go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 and 2 aren't great though, so you've got to plow your way through them. But then you're fine until the end, and in the end, the last movie's bad as well. So, you've seen Breaking Bad? I've seen the first season of Breaking Bad. Really enjoyed it. I just don't know why I haven't continued. Favorite Harry Potter film? I agree with you. Prisoner of Azkaban is the best Harry Potter movie. I have seen that The Boys is coming out on Blu-ray, and I don't normally buy stuff that's on streaming anymore, to be honest. But I'm gonna buy The Boys because I thought it was such a good TV show. I thought it was so high quality. I loved it. What do you think we should do during quarantine with DVD and Blu-ray orders? I'm considering cancelling them to avoid the postman having to work more. That's a very good thing, to be fair. I'm sure that they'll appreciate it. I haven't ordered any Blu-rays. I've left my pre-orders up, but nearly all of them have been delayed anyway. I was really looking forward to getting The Gentleman, which I think was originally meant to come out the same day as The Rise of Skywalker on the 20th, so Monday. And it's been delayed till early next month now. So I don't blame things for being delayed like this at all. Of course, it's manufacturing and stuff. They can't, if all these places are shut where they're made, they're not going to be able to get made. So I get it. But that's a good thing, really, what you're doing there. I've not been in Winx Club. I don't know what this Winx Club is. What TV show should I start? Well, hey, we were just talking about The Boys. I think The Boys is a great one. I've been trying to recommend so many of my mates to watch it because I know they'd like it. If you like superheroes, it's a great original take on superheroes. If you haven't already seen them, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is... Are you awaiting any new films in the mail? Do you want to say which films are, or do you want to surprise us with... No, I'm not waiting on any films at the minute. I get The Rise of Skywalker on Monday, which is... I'm going to very hesitantly probably put a video up because I've slagged it off so much, and then I'm going to be like, here we go, I've just spent £20 on it. I've got some storage boxes coming, actually. I'm going to leave it all a surprise because it's really interesting, but I've got some weird boxes coming to put Blu-rays in that I've got in my loft and behind my shelf under my bed. Because I wanted to watch a movie the other day and I was like, oh, I've put this one away. I couldn't find it. So I'm going to dig them all out when these storage boxes come, put them all out under my bed. Under my bed. My bed actually lifts up. I bought these huge special racks. They cost a fortune. And I haven't put anything under my bed. So I thought, what a good idea. I can put all my old Blu-rays under there. So they're coming this week, and that's about it. They're not Blu-rays, but they're Blu-ray related. One of my favourite YouTubers to watch is John Flickpick. I used to like John, but he keeps taking these huge breaks. You never know when he's going to vanish off the earth. Have you ever watched This Country comedy on BBC iPlayer? No, I've heard of it, though. I might have seen the odd episode. I don't know. It does sound vaguely familiar. I watch so much, a lot of stuff kind of blends together in my head. What made you start a movie channel? My sister is making stupid noises outside. I apologise, everyone, if you can hear that in the background. Well, I really enjoyed having a YouTube channel prior to this one, but my passion really doesn't lie in music, which is what that one was primarily about. So I decided to start talking about movies and TV series, which is what I enjoy a lot more. And it's just a fun little hobby. That's all this is. I enjoy it. And I've got a bit creative with it in quarantine. I've started doing these live streams. I've put on like everyone does here on YouTube, I've put on my homepage, here's my Twitter, here's my Facebook, here's my Instagram, so you can go follow me on all them. I started up a little Patreon account for those who want to go the extra step, and there's some videos on there for people and whatnot. So it's just a fun little way. I've just been having fun with it lately. I've really been into it. There's not much else to do during quarantine, I suppose. What projector TV do you use to watch 3D movies? I got a Samsung TV downstairs. It's 55-inch. What's my favourite guilty pleasure movie? Mamma Mia. I know it's technically bad, but it's great. I watched Coffee and Caramel last night. It was funny as hell. Definitely recommend it. It's on Netflix. I'll have to give it a watch. Ranking of Pink Floyd albums. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it off the top of my head. I don't know Pink Floyd albums well enough. I can tell you I really like Wish You Were Here, Atom Heart Mother, The Wall. They're really good records. Would you recommend us some movies that are similar to Shutter Island? I don't know. I don't really know what I would say is similar to it. It's very much its own film. It's very unique. I don't know if you want films that are with plots like that with big plot twists, or if you want something that's that similar feeling. Because if it is, I'd probably just say go watch more Martin Scorsese movies. Opinions on the Rolling Stones. They're alright. I like them. I won't go overboard on them. What's your favourite beer? I don't know. I think my dad gets Bud. I have one of them every now and then, once a week or so. Madeline is a weird, bit strange when she went missing. Oh, so this is about Madeline McCann, what you're talking about here, Ross. Is this a documentary or a movie? Because I've seen loads of documentaries on her. Like, the Netflix had a big one, I'm pretty sure. My sister. My God. Can you guys hear her? The whole house has to hear her when she's having a conversation, I tell you. It's a nightmare. Hey James, been watching for a while. I just wanted to say I've been enjoying your videos quite a bit. Been watching since one of your collection videos. You're one of the reasons why I started collecting. Well, that means a lot. That means a lot. Hey, thank you so much for the kind words. It really does mean a lot. You know, I'm here doing my little hobby, and I've got all these people watching me, and apparently I'm inspiring some people to start collecting and stuff. It's fantastic. It really is. Have you ever walked out from a film before? Not in the cinema, because, you know, once I'm there, I'm like, I'll sit through it, or if I've paid, it's like, well, I've paid. I've debated about walking out of a couple films. Pacific Rim Uprising and Cats comes to mind. I really wanted to walk out of them, but I was with people, so couldn't. What's your most anticipated Marvel/show in Phase 4? Mine's probably Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Thor. Yeah, I'd probably go Thor, Love and Thunder. And I'd probably go WandaVision. I really am looking forward to WandaVision. Let me scroll down here. And have you ever seen Color Out of Space? Is that the new Nicolas Cage movie? Spot of a movie. I watched it a few days ago and loved it. Oh, it is Nicolas Cage. There we go. Yeah, I actually very much plan on watching that movie. So I will do that soon. Recommending the person to watch. Oh, I see. Okay. JFK the movie is a classic from 1991. Masterpiece. Seriously, watch it. You won't be disappointed. I'll have to give it a watch at some point. I'm a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Hey, I used to love Sonic growing up. I've actually got right in front of me. My camera is on top of my pedestal of all my games. I got this right here. Look at that. Sonic and All-Star, Sega All-Star Racing. Used to play this all the time on PS3. Actually kept it down because every now and then I do get the urge to go play it. I think the first time you watch Star Wars, you should watch in the order they were made in. Like the rest of us did. I don't know. I disagree. If I was going to show someone Star Wars, I'd show them it in chronological order. It's the easiest way to understand it, I think, maybe. I mean, you don't get the big reveals of, like, Vader's telling Luke, I'm your father, but everyone knows that line's coming anyway. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. I'm looking forward to the new 4K Blu-ray I'm looking for a new 4K Blu-ray player. Did you get a new one? I didn't. No, I was planning to get one this month, and then coronavirus happened. And I don't want to order one offline. I want to go look at them and I really want to make sure I'm purchasing the right one for me. So I didn't want to do it online. I need to speak to people who know more about it than me. Do you have any Arrow release in your collection, mate? I don't. Thoughts on Baby Driver and 500 Days of Summer? Haven't seen 500 Days of Summer, although Ryan, who I do the podcast with, keeps telling me to watch it. So I will 100% watch that at some point, because he's been nagging me for months about it. And I like Baby Driver. It's right here. It's handy. Look at that. Here it is. It's a good movie. I really enjoy it. It's not Edgar Wright's best. It's not his worst. It's a very good movie. I love Edgar Wright, though. He hasn't made a bad movie. Modern Family has ended. How do you feel? Modern Family is a weird one. I loved the first 4 seasons, and that show fell apart so quick after that. The writing became laughably bad. So I stopped watching about series 6. I gave up. I thought it turned into total trash. Which director should do a Tiger King movie, and who should be cast in it? I don't think that'll happen. But you know who would be great at it? Taika Waititi, and he should play Joe Exotic. Would that not be great? I think that would be great. I got Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360. Don't remember that one. Do you like dark comedy? Yeah, I guess so. I like most forms of comedy, really. Hi, mate. Apologies, I'm a bit late. It's Jay from Big Paulie's Facebook group. Oh, hello there, friend. How are you doing? No need to apologise for being late. I'm grateful that you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone for being here. It's as I say, it always surprises me. It's a pleasure. It really is. Have you seen IP Man with Donnie Yen? I haven't even heard of that. Have you got a girlfriend? Kevin, is there something you want to ask me? Do you watch Sean Chandler? I do watch Sean Chandler. He just done a video with the Flick Pick, funny enough, didn't he? Who we were talking about a minute ago. I like Sean Chandler, actually. He's one of the better ones out of the big movie YouTubers. I got a lot of time for that man. What vids are on your Patreon? At the minute, if you subscribe to my Patreon, I only made it yesterday, so there's only one video on there at the minute. You can watch my video where I rank Jon Favreau's movies. I'm going to try and do 2 videos a week on there. Of course, they are just for people who follow me on Patreon. So if you are interested in watching them, you'll have to go over to my Patreon. First record you ever bought? It was an American pressing of Let It Be. Because I remember I was really weirded out when it arrived, because it had a gatefold, and it was really thick card. And records back in the 60s and 70s were made out of different cards as they were here in the UK. They were really thin here in the UK. In America, it was really thick, and I was really weirded out. I was like, Let It Be isn't a gatefold. Why is this card super thick? Have you seen the Universal Monsters movies? I haven't seen the classic ones. I haven't. I will never pretend to be an expert on horror. It is not my genre. It's only something that I've recently started diving into. And I'll admit it is the more modern ones that I've started diving into lately. Should I do a gaming video today or Blu-ray to celebrate my 20 subscribers? Hey, man, you do you. Whatever one that's how I always look at it. Whatever you fancy talking about, that's what you got to do. You got to keep yourself energetic and happy and excited about the videos you're making. Because that's why I fell out of my last YouTube channel. I ran out of topics and I was forcing myself to make videos, and I fell out of love with my last channel. Whereas this channel, it's just the opposite. Because I still keep so up to date with movies, I've always got fresh ideas, and I only make the videos when I'm ready to make them, which is quite often, thankfully. So you've just got to stay excited about making videos. Do you have Apple TV? I do on my phone. I haven't really watched much on it. I watched like the first 2 episodes of that C and got bored. Favourite Matt Smith episode from Doctor Who? The Van Gogh one. Vincent... I can't remember the name of it, but the Van Gogh one with Bill Nighy, that was fantastic. I find Madeline creepy when she went missing. When I think of that scene, I was thinking of poor Madeleine McCann. I don't know what scene you're talking about, but yeah, the disappearance of Madeleine McCann is a very strange thing. Did you like the second Mamma Mia film? I like it more than the first film, mainly because of Lily James, and the new songs were great. Hey, I love Lily James, I think she's fantastic. I really like the second one. I prefer the first one, probably nostalgia. They pretty much confirmed the third one on Instagram the other day. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I'm pretty confident Mamma Mia 3 is happening. I'm pretty sure they confirmed it on Instagram, and no one paid attention to it. And I was like, me and my mate Ryan, who I do the podcast with, we were both like, they just announced it. Like, barely anyone's reporting on this. When for you was Doctor Who on its prime? I would say Series 4 of modern series. Yeah, 3 and 4. Series 3 and 4 were just amazing. A film slightly similar to Shutter Island would be Stoneheart Asylum. Haven't seen that one. Where do I live? I live in Hertfordshire in England. It's right above London. If you look on a map and look straight up on top of London, you'll probably see Hertfordshire. Oh, it's halves from the Paulie Facebook group. My favourite Scorsese film is probably Taxi Driver. Hello, nice to see you. Yeah, I haven't seen Taxi Driver. I know I need to. So many people are telling me to do it, to watch it. And one of the last things I bought in CEX before the lockdown was Taxi Driver. Got it sitting here. Still need to watch it. Do you know if you... Wait, do you know if you have a 4K TV? Can normal DVDs upscale to 4K? Wanting to start collecting and not sure if Blu-ray is essential. Well, DVDs are not going to upscale to 4K. DVDs are not even going to upscale to Blu-ray. A bit like Blu-rays aren't going to upscale to 4K. They try to push them on new platforms to get close. DVDs are probably not going to do much. Blu-rays they try to push to look better on 4K players, but they're not going to look as good as 4K. I would say collect Blu-rays. They're the middle ground and they're the perfect ground. They look crisp enough, they're good enough, and they're not as expensive as 4Ks. I collect DVDs. I have about 200. Should I stop and start collecting Blu-rays instead and change my collection? Are Blu-rays worth the extra money? I believe so. I do believe Blu-rays are worth the extra money. 200. I mean, that's a lot, but it's not. You know, I think I had about 200 when I decided to start changing to Blu-ray. I was around that point as well, to be honest. But I didn't even rebuy all of them in Blu-ray. Like, I had a huge Adam Sandler collection, for example, on DVD. I have like 3 Adam Sandler Blu-rays in my collection. I don't think I have any left. I think they've all gone in the cupboard. They have. I had Grown Ups. For some reason, I had Pixels, even though that was total trash. I really want to get Click. I really want to rebuy Click. I really like the movie. And if Uncut Gems comes out and gets cheap, I'll get that as well. I have Funny People. Do I still own that film? I don't think so. I think that one's gone away as well. So I didn't even rebuy all my DVDs. Do you buy movies digitally or on iTunes? Not really. Ever watch Doc Martin? Think it's a great comedy and drama. I've seen a bit of it. My parents used to like it a lot. It's alright. It's not something I love. I like Sonic All-Star Racing. It's a good game. What Marvel film should introduce Fantastic Four and the X-Men? Their own films. Especially Fantastic Four. They should just have their own film straight out of the gate. Yeah. X-Men, I'd like hints. Well, there's already been hints towards mutants and stuff. So I wouldn't mind some hints towards the X-Men, I guess, before they get their own film. Yeah, WandaVision looks great too. Releases that still waiting for news on. Wait, releases that we are still waiting for release. I'm reading this completely wrong. Oh, What's your most anticipated release? Oh, I see. That we are still waiting for news on. Mine's probably Agents of Shield season 6. Does that mean like? Do you mean like when stuff that is getting pushed back, but we don't know when they're getting pushed back to? Because I don't really know. Most of the ones that I'm really anticipating have got dates now. So I don't really know. Zane said he's going to be watching this whole thing back later with snacks. Well, hey, you're a brave man. Thank you, though. Thank you, my friend. Enjoy your snacks. Did you like Frozen 2? I actually did. I actually think I liked it more than the first movie. I've just got a work email here. Just going to very quickly reply to that so it's not on my mind. Apologies, people. I know this isn't very entertaining. I just got a work email, so I'm going to reply to it quickly. Right. There we go. Right, back to it. Apologies about that, people. If I didn't reply to it, it would have been in my head the whole chat, and it was quite important. Sonic Unleashed is about the difference of night and day. What is your favourite Disney animated movie so far? It's a very generic one. It's The Lion King. Very generic. I know. I'm also a record collector and I'm 16. I'm only missing a few McCartney albums. I've got all the Beatles rare albums, like Memory Almost Full, very expensive on vinyl. That's good. I mean, you know, McCartney's stuff is hard to get. It took me about 4 years to get all of his records. You know, there's some rare ones there. Have you seen John Carpenter's The Fog, 1980? You know what? I think I actually have seen that one, but it was a very long time ago. And what's your thoughts? And if not, it's an amazing film. I'll probably have to rewatch it, to be fair. Which films are you looking forward to? For me, it's Top Gun, French Dispatch, The Last Night, Psycho, and Soul. Maybe SpongeBob as its guilty pleasure. I didn't really like the look of the new SpongeBob one. Didn't like the animation stuff. I'm not massively interested in any of them other than the French Dispatch there, I think. I'm not 16. I just see someone said, did you say you were 16? I was reading a comment. I'm not 16. Yeah, I'd probably say French Dispatch is the one I'm looking forward to the most there. Do you still love listening to your music, even though... do you still love listening? Oh, I keep losing these comments here. Even though your music page... Even though you don't run your music page anymore. Yeah, I listen to music all the time now. It's more of a casual thing now when I'm in my room on my own cleaning or just... You know, just bored out my head because of isolation. I always put a record on. Today I was listening to some Led Zeppelin. I just don't sit down and concentrate listening to albums anymore. It's just something that I got a bit fed up with. What did you think of the film yesterday? I thought it was good, but the lead character was terrible. He was written so boring and miserably, and the actor himself was pretty miserable. Can you please give me some tips to make better videos? I'm not the guy you want to be asking. The thing that I always say to people is the videos that I enjoy are not ones that are edited well or the ones that have got the most information or are the most socially correct. I like watching passionate people who. That's why I think like Big Paulie has become so popular and he's got this Facebook group, and a lot of us from here are a part of this Facebook group. It's because the guy's passionate. And I always think that I'm a pretty passionate person. About my stuff. A lot of my friends, they all know how much I love movies and Star Wars, stuff like that. And that's why I don't really try to fall back on the editing too much, because I know I'm not good at it. I know that I'll get annoyed with it and I'll get bored of doing it. So I try to keep my videos simple and just try and show how passionate I am about things. I think it's the best way to do things. Have you seen Deadwood? If so, I haven't, but I've got it right here. My friend Ryan got it for me. He got it for me as a present, and I still haven't watched it. I really need to. Opinions on the Vader comic. Well, I haven't read all of them, because I know there's some different runs. I read Vader Dark Lord of the Sith, and I think it is amazing. I absolutely love it. I think it's an absolutely breathtaking comic. I've bought so many Blu-rays and 4Ks that I can't remember the last DVD I bought. Yeah, I don't really buy... The thing is, it's going to sound really bad. I don't really enjoy buying DVDs unless it's the only option. But I'd rather just stream something than put a DVD on, because the quality and noise makes them so used to Blu-rays. Into 80s music. If so, favourite singer, group or song? Well, I couldn't do songs, too many. Favourite group in the 80s? I love Billy Joel in the 80s. I think he's absolutely fantastic. He had some great stuff. Not the normal, what you'd expect, Uptown Girl. I love the album Innocent Man. I really like his album Stormfront, which was 89, I think. I thought it was such a good record. Pardon me. Is there an overrated Marvel film in your opinion? Not really, because all the ones that people rave about, I love. I mean, I think Black Panther's probably a bit overrated. I don't get why that film done as... I know why it done as well as it did. But I don't think it makes it a great movie, and some people seem to think it does. Okay, so films that are being pushed back and we haven't got a release date for. What MCU product is my favourite? Or what one am I most looking forward to? Again, I'd probably go with Thor, Love and Thunder. I can't wait to see that movie. Anything Taika Waititi does now, I'm buzzing for. He could make a film about a horse taking a shit, and I'd be so excited about it. What's your favourite Liam Neeson movie? I mean, I suppose I've got to go... Oh, no, I don't have to go take him. I'm just thinking of his action films. Schindler's List is amazing. What else has he been in? He's been in some great movies. Batman Begins. Biasness makes me want to say Phantom Menace. I grew up with that film, okay? I grew up with that film. I'm going to have to shoot off shortly. My brother is doing a video chat quiz for us all. Oh, no worries, mate. Completely understand. Well, thank you so much for being here, my friend. Can you rank the Star Wars movie films? Okay, I missed one out last week when I done it. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Rogue One. Revenge of the Sith. Phantom Menace. No, not Phantom Menace. Force Awakens. Last Jedi. Solo. Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones, Rise of Skywalker. Boom. Pretty sure I got them all that time. What's your favourite Doctor Who season? Mine's probably either 3, 4, or 10. Oh, I went big on 10. The finale was amazing, though. My favourite Doctor Who seasons, it's 3 or 4. 3 or 4. November will be a big month with Soul, No Time to Die, Black Widow, and Kong vs. Godzilla. Kong vs. Godzilla is 100% getting delayed, I think. But yeah, we're going to have some massive months back to back, because the problem is things are getting pushed back, things are going to collide. I don't know whether it's going to damage films or not, because you'd think all these films coming out at the same time, they're going to damage one another, but I think people are going to be so desperate to get out of the house and stuff and actually go to the cinema again, that it might not be as damaging as I'm thinking in my head. Do I have doubles of any McCartney records? Yeah, I have a couple, but for reasons. I've got like an original Band on the Run, I've got an 80s pressing on yellow vinyl, and I've got the archive remastered. I've got loads of copies of like the White Album, for example. I've got like an original mono, an original stereo. I've got a beautiful French pressing, which is pristine from '68. I've got an American pressing because a friend got it for me and I can't give it up. And I've got the remastered one in the box set. And then when it turned 50, I bought the 50th remix version. I've got so many copies of that album. That email was from Carol Baskin. She's run out of tiger food. Have you seen the movie Don't Breathe? I don't think so. I think the Marvel movie to introduce the Fantastic Four is going to be Ant-Man 3, I bet. See, I think Ant-Man 3 is going to introduce the Young Avengers. My prediction. I've just caught up with that comment I saw earlier. Did you say you were 16? No, I'm not 16. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, is coming out July 31st, 2020. At the minute. At the minute. If you want a good, underrated horror movie, watch Splinter from 2008. When was the last time you listened to the Beatles? Some point this week. I've got them on my playlist. Every now and then, I put my playlist on it when I'm working out or just doing something in my room, and boom, one of the songs comes on. I've got about 3 or 4 songs of theirs on my playlist, I think. My question, how can I film video without people voices? I don't know what you mean. How can I film a video without people's voices? Well, you can just record it and then cut the audio. X-Men wise, I'm hoping they introduce Storm in Black Panther 2. Namor is meant to be in it as well. I don't want any X-Men introduced as like main players in films. I personally wouldn't want Storm in Black Panther 2. Although you mentioning Namor being in Black Panther 2, I will be so excited if that happens. I really will. What's that poster behind you? That is a Game of Thrones one. It's I had it on my main wall. Season 8 happened. I took it down out of anger, but I really like the poster, and I do really enjoy the first 6 seasons of Game of Thrones. So I put it back up over there out of the way. I was like, I'll put it up because I do love the first 6 seasons of Game of Thrones, but I don't want it on full display anymore. Wait, are you? What's your favourite Doctor Who season? 3, 4, 10. We've had this one, haven't we? I'm not repeating comments here, am I? Is the Vader comic you've read the one which takes place straight after Revenge of the Sith? Yes, it is. And I absolutely love it. What's your favourite Mandalorian episode? The finale, Series 8. Episode 8. Freaking hell. Milos Forman. I don't even know who that is. Do you rate the Twilight Saga? No, not at all. Funny enough, that I was watching a clip of the last one last night when I was in bed. It popped up on my YouTube, and I was like, oh, go on, I'll watch this. It was the big fight scene. Those films suck, really, don't they? What's your favourite Doctor from Doctor Who? I mean, I'm a bit biased. I grew up with David Tennant, so I'm going to say David Tennant. But I also love Eccleston, Capaldi, Pertwee, and Baker. I think they're great. And Smith. Yeah, he's a bit childish at times for me. But I do love Smith as well. Love his outfit. My name is Kevin Birch. Where are you? Well, hello, Kevin, by the way. Are you getting the new Doctor Who season 14? That's the classic series of Doctor Who. On the 4th of May. Well, if it comes out on the 4th of May, yes, I'll be getting that 100%. What's your favourite Doctor Who companion? It's got to be Donna. But I have a real soft spot for Martha. I like Martha a lot. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Not at all. I am 22 years old. 2020, turning 23 this year. Are you looking forward to the new Bond film, No Time to Die? Kind of. The trailers were so exciting, but I know it was a disaster behind the scenes. So, I really don't know what to make of it, to be honest. Which of the Disney Plus Marvel exclusive shows are you most looking forward to? WandaVision, easily. $1 million question, films or music? Films, easy. Have you met Big Paulie? No, I really want to. I was hoping to meet him at a Comic Con. I think it was the MCM one, the last one. He was going to it at one point, and for some reason he didn't end up going. I didn't want to ask why. I was really hoping to meet him there. I really wanted to do a collaboration video with him at some point. Really, when he first started his channel, I think we both sort of leaned into doing it, but like it was very slightly hinted at by me, and it just never has come up since. But if Paul is ever, wanting to do a collab with me, I'd be so up for it. I'd love to go Blu-ray hunting with that guy. I probably wouldn't buy much. I'd probably leave most of the buying to him. But I'd love to go and guest star on his channel. It would be absolutely incredible. Maybe one day if he's ever up near me, or we can meet halfway, that would be fantastic. Do you think we will see the 2021 Oscars because of the current state of the movie industry? I think the industry is crippled at this point. It's temporarily crippled. I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't do the Oscars this year, because the films that normally would be going up for the Oscars would be getting made now, and they're obviously not. At this rate, Sonic the Hedgehog's going to get Best Picture. If they make Star Wars 10 as part of the legacy, would you be excited or pissed? I'd be pissed at this point. I feel like Disney... Look, I don't hate what Disney have done with Star Wars. I think the TV side of things has been fantastic. Rebels, the new Clone Wars, Mandalorian has been great. The game, Fallen Order, was fantastic. I have really enjoyed the comics. Some of the novels have been really good. So I don't hate what Disney have done with Star Wars. I also really like Rogue One. I enjoyed Solo. But in terms of the episodes, it's just not the story I wanted. It's not. And that last one, The Rise of Skywalker, was just not Star Wars. So I don't really want to see any more episodes. I really don't. Have you watched The Witcher? I have, and I quite enjoyed it. Possible comeback for Rockboy 680? No. I recommend watching Money Heist from Netflix. Have I seen that? That really sounds familiar. I just started watching Black Sails earlier. I'm only 2 episodes in, but I really like it so far. I've heard it only gets better. Black Sails is my favourite TV show. Honestly, I've got a huge poster of it on my wall. I've got all the Blu-rays. It's an incredible TV show. It was on the same level as Game of Thrones. No one paid attention to it. And the difference between Black Sails and Game of Thrones, which is why I'd give the edge to Black Sails, is it stuck the landing. The ending was great. Twilight is a mess, but it's a mess on its own rights, without running anything I previously loved, so I just ignore it. That's fair enough. What's your favourite Bond movie and actor? Oh, hang on, there's another question straight after this. Favourite Bond movie is Casino Royale. My favourite Bond actor is probably Sean Connery. The main reason I'm hoping for Storm in Black Panther 2 is due to the comics. She often pops up in Black Panther comics. That's true. Don't they get married? They get married in the comics, I'm pretty sure, don't they? Oh, I don't have a clue, CZ. What this is all about here. Your film knowledge is obviously better. It's a bit above me here, or it's an older director who I'm not as familiar with. I'm not as good with the older directors. My stronger suit is more the modern side of the film industry. Although I do love a lot of old stuff. Did you cry when Tennant regenerated? I can't lie, I did. It's one of the few times I've cried watching TV. Oh, I've actually nearly caught up with the comments here. Well, that's pretty rare for me. Have you seen Peep Show? I have, and I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know why. I really should like that one. What's your thoughts on the whole Series 12 storyline of Doctor Who? With it being revealed that she has been multiple doctors. Not potentially, she has been multiple doctors before Hartnell. And I hate it. I think it's a stupid idea. Series 12 was just kind of going... like, it was just okay. It's just... it just doesn't really do. It won't do much for me. And then the finale was terrible, and it sealed its fate for me, where I just didn't end up liking it. I'm doing a Blu-ray review. Should I review Knucklehead or Deadpool or OMG the top 50 inches of incidents of inches of WWE history? Well, the only one there that I really like is probably Deadpool, so I'd say go with that. Thoughts on Marriage Story? I love Marriage Story. I thought it was a fantastic movie. Watched Blade Runner today. Unpopular opinion. Wasn't too much a fan of it. You know what? I get it. I like Blade Runner. I respect what it was doing. It moves like a snail. It is a hard watch. I get it. Would you be interested in a Jon Favreau Star Wars movie if he had full control of the script? As long as it's not an episode. I don't want no more episodes. I'm done. I'm done with Star Wars episodes. Whereabouts are you from? England, Hertfordshire, right above London. Watching this live stream while playing Doom 2016. Whenever I die, you calm me down. That's good. I got a lot of mates. We've been playing Modern Warfare lately because I got that Warzone thing on there. I'm not a big Call of Duty person, but all my mates are, so I play it with them. So my mates get so pissed on that game. It's quite amusing. What's your least favourite movie of all time? God, I don't know if I could give you the worst film I've ever seen. Because I've seen terrible films, but the really terrible ones make me laugh. Like The Room, Birdemic, Howard the Duck. They're so bad, they make me laugh. Films I really hate, though. Transformers The Last Night, I absolutely hate. Pacific Rim Uprising. Jaws the Revenge. Predator 2018. I hate them movies, I suppose. Let's go down here on the comments. Do you like Peaky Blinders? I think season 5 was a little lacklusterish for me. You know what? I love Peaky Blinders, and I kind of agree with you. Season 5 is the weakest season so far for me. And the next question is, you a fan of Peaky Blinders? I do really like Peaky Blinders. Season 4 was amazing. I feel like Endgame should have been the end of the MCU because everything felt so perfect with Tony's sacrifice. I have yet to truly care about the Black Widow movie. Do you agree? I completely disagree, unfortunately. I don't think it should have ended. I want it to keep going because I love these characters. I want to see where the rest of them keep going. There's no way it would have ended. Those films make way too much money for them to end. Black Widow, you know what? I didn't really care about it, but the trailer was so good. I'm fully invested in it now. This, all due respect to your opinion, but this is one of those opinions I can only disagree with, strongly. Biggest disappointment: The Rise of Skywalker, Game of Thrones Season 8, or Doctor Who Series 11 and 12. They're all fucking disappointments. They're all absolute trash. Gonna go with Game of Thrones. Star Wars and Doctor Who insulted me, but they'll be back. Star Wars is already redeeming itself with Clone Wars. And Mandalorian Season 2 will probably redeem it more. Doctor Who, let's face it, Series 13 is going to suck as well. But after that, hopefully, when Chris Chibnall's gone, let's pray he's gone, it will get back on track. Game of Thrones, that's it. That's the end. I know they're doing a prequel, but I couldn't care less about that. So, yeah, I think Game of Thrones is the biggest disappointment out of those three. But they're all trash. What is your favourite Steven Spielberg movie? It's either Jaws or Jurassic Park. I can never decide. They're both masterpieces. And have I seen the film Mother with Jennifer Lawrence? Everyone told me not to, so I haven't. What is your favourite mafia movie? I'm not big with mafia movies, to be honest. I'm not very good with them. Does The Departed count? I don't think it does. I don't really know. I'm not good with mafia movies. I'll admit it's not one of my. It's not one of my strong points there. Oh, I have to go. Love your videos, mate. Thank you, Leon's Movie Corner. That really does mean a lot, my friend. Take care of yourself. Black Widow is now going to be released November 6th, 2020. Yeah, that's expected. That's fine as well. Oh my god, I'm literally nearly up to date on the comments. This is amazing. Can you see the MCU ending? Not right now, but in the future. Not for another 10 to 20 years. Unless those films just dip in quality. It all depends. I can't even predict because I don't know if people are going to get bored of superhero movies. At the minute, it doesn't seem like they are. I don't know if the MCU is going to start making bad movies. At the minute, it doesn't seem like they are. It's a steam train. It's just going and going and going. I wish Marvel done Spider-Man on Disney Plus, like a series where they don't like Star Wars. Not quite sure what you mean there. Do you mean you like a TV series on Spider-Man? Like Tom Holland? Because I don't think they wouldn't do that. The last one made $1 billion. Are you planning on getting PS5? Yeah, probably. There's a couple games that are coming out on PS5 that I'm going to want to play. I can't really justify the price, but I know all my mates are going to get it, and I'm going to see them all on it, and I'm going to be like, I want to be on it too, playing these games. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up with it. Winx Club is about Bloom Winx Adventures. I've got no idea what this is. Did you ever like any Marvel cartoons? Not really. I never was into superheroes much as a kid. I'll lie, it's a genre that come very late to me. I mean, I know it's not a genre, but it might as well be now. Have you seen any Alfred Hitchcock movies? I don't really know off the top of my head. I might have a few years ago. I know I haven't watched any recently. So, don't know. Probably about time it took me out off. Sun's definitely gone in now. I got to shoot. I will reply to your Patreon message after this. Oh, no worries, mate. Well, thank you again for following me over on Patreon. It means a lot. Take care of yourself too, mate. Watching Blues Brothers tonight. What should I expect? I love the Blues Brothers movie. I think it's fantastic. It's crazy, it's weird, and the music is 10 out of 10. The music is insanely good. Love that film. Don't watch the sequel. Don't watch the sequel. Bad. But the first one's amazing. I'm going to watch WrestleMania 33 right now. Can you give some tips to enjoy it? I don't like WrestleMania, I'm afraid, my friend. I can't give you any tips. Winx Club is cartoon fairies. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this Winx Club is. Random questions. Do you ever get recognised on the streets by your YouTube viewers? I've never been recognised in public. No. You know, and even on my last channel, you know, I had more followers on my last channel. I had 5,000, and I used to go to record fairs a lot, and I never got noticed at them. So I keep thinking maybe at one of the Comic Cons, maybe someone might hire me. I think that's the only place I'd get recognised, really. I can't lie, it'd be really nice to meet a fan in person. Maybe one day. Wait, were you allowed to watch 12? Oh, were you allowed to watch 12, 15, and 18s when you were younger than the age? Well, I always watched 12s as a kid because half of them are actually fine. 15s, yeah, I did watch them a bit earlier. 18s, yeah. My parents were reasonable, but I've always loved watching TV and stuff, and I like to think as a kid, I was quite mature. I was quite sensible. I was a good boy, not to brag or make it sound like I have a big ego or nothing, but I was quite a good boy. Have you seen Apocalypse Now? If not, you should definitely check it out. I know I need to check that one out. I do. Can you please explain this Patreon stuff? Well, basically, you go over there, you follow me. You do have to pay. I think it's a minimum of £5. I think I only set it up yesterday. I'm still super new to Patreon, and you just pay monthly. It doesn't have to be a lot, and of course that's why I don't want to force it on people, because you are paying money for it. I don't really like that too much, but it's just the next step for me on YouTube. So it's just something that I've been, and a lot of people told me I should do it as well. A lot of my friends are like, you should do it. You've been on YouTube long enough now. So you pay and you get extra videos, basically. So if you like me that much, which shocks me that some people do, you can pay and you'll get extra videos. There are links to it in my last video. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to force Patreon on people because there's money involved. Anthony Craig's movie and video game corner backup blocked me. Oh, that's a shame. Why'd they block you? Have I played The Last of Us? I have. I finished it the first week of quarantine. There it is. Really loved it. I can't wait for the TV show. They should definitely get the girl from Booksmart. They won't be able to get him, but Hugh Jackman would be perfect for, what's his face, the bloke in it. Oh, and the game, of course, part 2. It's been delayed for now, but yeah, I can't wait for it either. Do you know what is Star Wars on Blu-ray box set? I'm not getting it. I don't really know what the bonus feature stuff is, because Disney kind of suck with their bonus features. So I'm guessing they're going to be plucking a load of stuff from the original 6 films. And maybe 7, 8, and 9 might have some additional stuff. A Big Paulie and James like crossover would be YouTube's equivalent to Infinity War. I'm game, as long as I get to be Iron Man. Love Iron Man. I'd love to do it. It's just the thing that me and Big Paulie live about 3-4 hours away from each other. But hey, you know, if he goes to one of the Comic-Cons in London one day, because I pretty much go to them all, I'd be completely game to meet up with him and do some videos with him. Last night I watched a film called The Home to Bollywood movie. I do not know that. What are you planning to do after lockdown ends? Just get back to what I used to do before. You know, I really miss cinema. I really miss going down the pub with my mates. So just stuff like that. Just want to get back, you know, just out and about. Where'd I get to? Oh, here we are. Have you seen Red Dwarf? I've seen a few episodes. It's not something I love, but you know, I can respect it. I was literally thinking about Hugh Jackman to be The Last of Us before you said it. He's a popular choice, I think. Is it normal to like a band or singers, even though you may not know every single song or album? I don't think so. It's fine. I've got a few people where I like a few songs, but I don't dig into their catalogue. I think it's fine. Next video, and when are you uploading it? I don't know. I really do plan to do a Guy Ritchie movie ranking, but I'm waiting for The Gentleman to come out on Blu-ray. I have seen it, but I've got The Gentleman to hold up as well. I am doing a collaboration video with someone, but I don't want to say who yet, because we still have yet to do a bit of planning. And I think we're going to try and record that in the later half of this week. I can't tell you when it's going to be up. I guess Anthony doesn't like me. Well, that's a shame. I'm not sure what that's all about. Should I drink Dr. Pepper now? Because I feel thirsty. You drink what you want to drink, mate. I've never been a big fan of Dr. Pepper myself. Question from my brother. Are Quentin Tarantino movies suitable for a 15-year-old? It depends on the 15-year-old, I think. You know, it's one of those things where it's... His films look kind of fake to me, the blood and the gore. It's just, as long as he ain't going to go into school and stuff and start calling people like the N-word and stuff, then if he's suitable enough and mature enough, yeah, why not? Hey, it's only a movie. But, you know, the language in those films are a bit much. So, I always think it depends on the person. Because there are kids who I went to school with who I know had probably watched those films, and they'd watched them and they'd come in school and start saying words from it, like the N word, which is just completely unacceptable to use ever. And it's like, oh god, it's like, what, why are you watching these? He's got it from a film or a game, and it's like, you're not mature enough to watch it, clearly. Thoughts on Star Wars Fallen Order? I think it's amazing. I loved it. I've got it right here. I bought the art book to it. Really, really, really great game. Have you ever thought of a music battle jacket of your favourite bands or artists? What's a battle jacket? Is that like jacket where you get like loads of badges and stuff of your favourite artists? Is that what that is? Watched Lawrence of Arabia yesterday. Very good, but very long. I've heard just as much. Is it expensive to go to Comic-Cons? I live in Liverpool, and they are quite rare for there to be big ones around here. Yeah, I mean, I suppose the closest one for you is Birmingham then, because Birmingham has a big one. I know that. It depends if you want to meet people or not. I mean, they're only 20 quid to get into, and then it's all about how much you plan on spending throughout the day. Is there going to be an Uncharted film? There is. Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. That's the most I can say about it. Because it just keeps getting into trouble and more trouble and more trouble and more trouble. Have you ever played the Uncharted games? If not, I recommend them. Oh, now that you've played Last of Us. Yeah, I do need to play them, to be fair. I really do need to get on them. I think we should bring at James Bond Blu-ray 4K box set. That's fair. I wouldn't buy another James Bond set. I've got one. I've actually think I've got the nicest one available at the minute. I'm very happy with my Bond set, so I don't think I'll be getting another one. Hi, Movie Bug. I like your videos. Thank you. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, like all the badges, patches of bands. Popular jacket. I'm a huge Queen fan. Denim jackets filled with Queen stuff. That would be awesome, to be fair. I would love to do that. I just don't know where I'd get it all from, and I'm not great at sewing stuff on like that. I'd have to get my mum to do it. Hello, I like your reviews. Thank you. I don't really do many reviews. Well, I suppose I do. Every time I unbox a film, I do normally give a little brief. This is what I think of it. Blah, blah, blah. So thank you. That means a lot. I've only reviewed a couple things properly here on the channel, and one of them was Rise of Skywalker, and that went over great. Tried it for PS Plus game, hopefully free. Yeah, I need to take more advantage of the free games on PlayStation. See, I didn't like the festival movie much either. That's the one with the guy who played Simon, isn't it? I didn't really think too highly of it. I don't know what it is, but these creators from The Inbetweeners, I just haven't enjoyed anything else they've done. I've really tried. For me, I kind of feel like they just got lucky with The Inbetweeners almost now. But it's so good. It's like, I need to play Batman Arkham. I've just seen that comment. I need to play Batman Arkham. Have you seen Ready or Not 2019? It's a really great movie, although it's quite gory. I had to sneak in the DVD before lockdown started. I loved Ready or Not. I saw it in the cinema and I thought it was great. It's one of my favourite horror movies. I haven't seen many horror movies though. I'll admit, it's my weakest genre. I don't really know much about it. Shall I listen to Bollywood to make me happy before making a video? Hey, you listen to whatever you need to psych you up to make a video. You can actually get ones. What's your favourite Pixar movie? Mine is Inside Out. My favourite Pixar movie is Finding Nemo. That was the first film I saw in cinema. I'm pretty sure. That came out before Revenge of the Sith, didn't it? Because I know that and Revenge of the Sith were the first two films I saw in cinema. Pretty sure Nemo. I'm very confident Nemo come out before Revenge of the Sith. Thank you, Rehan. Thank you. It means a lot, my friend. Have you watched any TV series? Like Mansfield, by any chance? We love it. I've watched a lot of US TV shows. Definitely, I've watched loads of American TV shows. My favorite, like, I don't know. I mean, most of my favorite TV shows are American, to be honest. They're all American production companies like Black Sails and Game of Thrones and Westworld. But I love the US version of The Office. What's your best film this year? The Gentleman. That's a great, great film. Have you seen White Gold on Netflix? No, haven't seen that. Don't even know what it is. It's got 10% on my phone, so I'm just going to quickly plug that in. It's funny, around this time on the live streams, I always get some jackass who wants to turn up and leave some funny comments. I've got one now, but you can't see him. Always about this time you get one jackass turn up. It's weird. Did you see Phantom Menace? Oh no, wait, I've skipped some comments here. Finding Nemo was the first movie I saw in 2003. There we go. Yeah, I thought it was. Did you go see Phantom Menace in 3D? I think they plan to release them all in 3D. Not sure why it didn't happen, but I didn't see it. Revenge of the Sith come out in 2005. I thought it was. Just pre-ordered German edition of Color Out of Space. Nice. I'll probably just watch it somewhere online. I always see on YouTube, Caroline, the good work. Oh, nice. See, good range of people there you watch. Right, let me stop this guy from commenting this Bobby Paxton before before he leaves too many stupid comments. Always get one guy, some around this time on the live stream, who just wants to leave weird comments like that. I don't get it. I really don't. People have too much time on their hands. It's a bit sad, really. It doesn't bother me at all when people leave comments like that. I just find it strange. Did you like Knives Out? I loved Knives Out. I thought it was a fantastic movie. Wish we got editions like this in the UK. Do you like John Cena? He's not a great actor, but every time he pops up in something, he's kind of funny because he's so bad. I remember him in Bumblebee. He was so out of place, but I kind of had a good time with him. I'm only going to do the live stream till 9 o'clock tonight, people, by the way. So we've only got another 8 minutes, just as a heads up. Oh, anyway, here we go. I'm going now, James. Get a bit late now. No worries. Thank you for popping by, as always. Thank you. Do you think they will release a trilogy box set of the Star Wars sequels? As I don't want them all separately. And have the other two in box sets. I wouldn't be surprised. They're going to obviously chuck this big box set out first. Because if they can, that's the one they're going to want to sell. Because it costs more. You know, they want to get more money. So I wouldn't be surprised if next year or something they do one. But they're going to let this big box fly off the shelves first. So I think, you know, we got to wait for that to sell before we get any look at a sequel box set. My first film to see in the cinema was back in 2007. It was either the Simpsons movie or Ratatouille. Oh, I loved Ratatouille. That was on telly yesterday. I caught a little bit of it. White Gold is fantastic. James Buckley. Oh, I need to see that film. I do. I thought Hobbs and Shaw and Fast and Furious 8 was bad, and 9 looks terrible. Should have stopped at 8. Hey, I can't fault you. I personally had a fun time with 8 and Hobbs and Shaw, they weren't good movies, but they were really fun and stupid, and I did have a fun time personally. 9 though, I agree, it doesn't look good, but hey, we got a long wait for that one now anyway. Do you have any media books? What's a media book? What is that? Am I missing something here? My favourite horror movie franchise is the Chucky movies. Haven't seen them. Hello, James. Though I'm more interested in music, I thought, why not subscribe to this channel as well? Hope you're okay. Thank you, my friend. I'm doing really good. Hope you're doing well as well. It's been a while. Every now and then I get one of my old music followers come over here. It's nice. It's nice that still get to talk to some of you over here. Should I crack open a glass of Pepsi Max before I watch Bollywood films? Hey, do it, mate. Why not? Treat yourself. Have you seen Spaceballs? It's a parody of Star Wars. I have. Danny McBride or someone like that in it. Most underrated Pixar film for me, it's Ratatouille. Yeah, that film got really well acclaimed though when it came out. I don't know. I wouldn't really say any of them are underrated because all the ones I love seem to be the ones that everyone else loves. Maybe Coco. People don't talk about that one as much as I'd like. I'm going off now. Keep safe and keep uploading. Thank you, my friends. Stay safe as well. We can tell we're winding down here. People are dropping off. And to be fair, only 5 minutes till I myself drop off. Where did we get to? Thought Knives Out was excellent film. Might be my favourite recent film. It's up there, it really is. Should have stopped at Fast 7 with the tribute to Paul Walker. That's fair. I can't knock people. The Fast and Furious franchise has become a very sloppy mess lately. It's just whether you can run with it and enjoy it and accept the stupidity of it. But if it is too stupid, which I really do get, it's fair enough. Honestly, I thought Knives Out was okay, but didn't really like the female lead. Oh, I thought she was a really good actress, actually. Have you seen the Pixar Theory? Isn't this the one how they're all connected or something like that? Which I don't believe at all. I'm not personally a fan of 2006's Cars movie. I don't mind the first Cars film. I think it's alright. It's the weaker film of those first classic Pixar films, but it's still good. It's Cars 2 and 3 that suck. The media books are popular in Europe. See, I don't even know. I'm not 100% sure. Do you mean digibooks? Do you mean like the little fold-out things you can get, mostly like for CDs and stuff? Though I did like Hobbs and Shaw, thought it was a nice change story-wise. Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things. I love watching The Rock and especially Jason Statham. I think he's great. And they were both having a lot of fun on screen, and I was having a lot of fun with them. Acknowledging that the movie weren't great. It was super fun. Hey, Rehan, you do you, mate. You keep asking me what to do. You do you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Yeah. And that is it. We're out of drink. This is when my voice gets really bad. We've only got 2 minutes anyway. I will stay till 9 because I said I would. Even though the comments have very much died down now. Get your last comments in, people, because I'm only going to go till 9. You should recommend a movie every week on the podcast for people to watch and talk about it next. That's a good idea, to be fair. I'll suggest that to Ryan, you know. So, you know, sometimes I give him ideas that he don't like and he gives me some that I don't like. So we got to both be neutral on it. Thanks for a really good stream and hope you stay well. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It does mean a lot. It really does. And hey, I'm pleased you enjoyed the stream. Right, tell you what, we haven't got no comments in now. I'm going to start wrapping things up because we've only got a minute now. So, 59 on my screen. My voice is going to start dying. When I talk this much, I honestly need a drink near me that much because my voice just goes. But, you know, it was a really nice chat, guys. I see someone's literally just arrived. Blu-ray something, Blu-ray Bullet Brit. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. This always happens when I'm trying to end when someone comes along. Thank you so much. I've got so many people coming in here. The Bat Cave, the Harvey Paxton Show, Woody B. You know, guys, I'm sorry. I really would keep going forever if I could. Hi and bye from me too. Someone else has literally just turned up. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Now, I'll say this to you guys who have just arrived. I'm going to be doing the streams every Tuesday at the minute at 7:30 p.m. UK time. So there we go. You've got the time every Thursday, UK time. Every Thursday UK time at 7:30 p.m. So if you want to come and catch me then. Thank you so much for coming along tonight, guys. It's been a blast as always. I love doing these live streams. It's so super cool. Again, if you go to just my last video, you'll see in the description you've got links to my podcast, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook page, my Patreon account if you want extra videos, all that lovely jubbly stuff. But that is it for this video, for this live stream. It's been super nice talking to you all. I hope you've all had as much fun as I have. It's been a blast, and I will see you guys soon for another video, and I'll see you this time next week again for another live stream. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.